State of Michigan versus Samantha Booth. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Shelby Sanborn appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. It's nice to see you. Jim Ambring on behalf of Ms. Booth. She's appearing here via Zoom. I'm on Zoom as well, and we consent to appear on Zoom for purposes of this motion.
Thank you, Mr. Amber. Ms. Booth, your name for the record.
Samantha Booth.
Date and time set for defendant's emergency motion to stay the referral to forensic. Mr. Amber, go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. There's not much to this. My understanding is that the Forensic Center actually tried to have Ms. Booth interviewed. You can see from my motion back in earlier in November, I think on the 7th, the initial appointed counsel filed a request for competency and criminal responsibility in the case, and I completely understand why, having viewed that time period and what was happening. But my experience has always been, if you're going to do an insanity-based type of case, you want to wait on that criminal responsibility examination until you've had a chance to make sure, number one, your client's competent. So number two, you can go through the materials with them prior to making that decision. To send somebody in early without doing that, I think is ineffective assistance of counsel. So I understand why prior counsel did it. And all I'm requesting is for a stay for maybe 45 days to allow Ms. Booth and I the chance to go over the discovery. I've had a chance to review it myself. It's extensive, but there's additional things that we have to do before we would give notice for an insanity defense. And I think that would be proper. So I'm just asking for a 45-day stay on that process, or maybe even just withdrawing it at this point, and then I would, by statute, file that notice down the road, where then she could get screened. Like, I think it's probably going to happen, but at this juncture, I can't make any predictions until Ms. Booth and I go through everything.
Mr. Amber, is your objection to both the criminal responsibility referral and to competency, or are you just objecting to the responsibility aspect?
Just to the responsibility aspect, although I do think that Ms. Booth is, at least in my opinion, she's much more competent now than I think she was the last time that you saw her. So that I would ask to hold everything off just for enough time to let me talk to Ms. Booth and see. I've had this happen in other cases where clients have become competent, or I felt that they became competent over time. And so I would ask for a stay on that too for 45 days, just for allow me to kind of get my feet wet on the case. It's a huge case and a lot of different moving parts going on with it. And that'll allow Ms. Booth and I a chance to really talk about it. And if I don't believe she's competent, the first thing I'll do is alert the court. But my experience, had I talked to her without knowing anything about the case, I would not have right off the bat said she's not competent. I would not have said that. So,
and has you indicated the forensic center has already been over to the jail to contact Ms. Booth?
My understanding is that they had set a time, and it might have happened last week. I haven't had a chance to talk to Ms. Booth about it yet, but a family member did alert me that potentially they had come to interview her. I don't know if that meant that they were going to do some sort of interview on Zoom or come into the jail. My experience has been sometimes that's what they'll do. Other times they pull you into the forensic center if they think that that's appropriate. So, but my understanding is that they did, and I think that she had told them, hey, my lawyer is filing this motion to stay this. So.
Okay. All right, Ms. Sanborn, the people's response.
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to review both the defendant's motion and the accompanying brief. I don't agree that this is an appropriate step at this point in the proceedings, especially in light of the defense in their own brief stating it's highly likely that notice of an insanity defense will be given. I feel that the forensic center is the appropriate step given the facts in this case. And I also don't agree with the fact that criminal responsibility should only be triggered after an insanity defense is given and provided. I've never in my career had that happen before. But ultimately, I'll leave it to Your Honor's discretion, but I think it would delay the proceedings unnecessarily.
I will say that often at the district court level, when the court makes these types of referrals, I get a response back from Forensic Center that they don't intend on performing the criminal responsibility aspect of the referral at this stage. For what it's worth, that seems to be the position, although I have at times received reports for both competency and criminal responsibilities. I don't really know what triggers the Forensic Center to do both, or to not do the criminal responsibility aspects of our orders from time to time, but that seems to be what takes place. This is kind of a unique situation for the court. This was prior defense counsel's motion. The court didn't make this motion. The people didn't make this motion. It was the prior defense counsel. We have new defense counsel who's now stepped in, but the court did sign these orders. I think the best approach here at this point is to cancel the criminal responsibility referral, but continue on with the competency evaluation. I think that's the best way to proceed to keep this matter moving forward, and also allow Mr. Amberg to continue to talk with his client here, going over the discovery, and then make a determination on whether that responsibility referral is necessary as well. And I will, as I just explained, it does weigh on the court's mind that often those orders are ignored at this level anyway. So that's going to be the order of the court. I suppose we will take care. Well, I'm going to ask Mr. Amberg to prepare an order that's consistent with what I just said. And then it's probably best that Mr. Amberg and the court will as well, if we all reach out to the Forensic Center so that they can get access to this order and understand the court's ruling today. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I can do that. And would there be any way I could get just a quick conference with my client before we go?
Yes, I don't have an issue with that. I know the jail times won't stand for too much longer, but we'll put you guys together here in a moment. We're going to leave the review date as previously set on the 9th of January for now. Okay?
Judge, if so I'm supposed to be starting a trial on January 6th in front of Judge White down at federal court. And so that's a date certain, and I think it's definitely going to go. Would there be any way to push that back a few weeks?
Sanborn?
I have no problem with that. If there's a conflict.
How does the 23rd look for you, Mr. Amber?
That works, Your Honor. And I appreciate it. And Ms. Sanborn, I appreciate that as well, too.
We'll adjourn the review to the 23rd. And Mr. Amber, if you get that order submitted, I'll sign the same. Thank you.
You got it, Judge. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Judge, am I allowed to sign off if he's going to be
You are,
meeting
Ms.
every?
Sanborn. Yes.
Okay,
And
thanks.